Why bother me if I'm not what you want? Why entertain me if I'm not what you're looking for? Why even take your time to ask me all those get to know you questions if you're not actually going to be with me? Why bother me if I'm...
You know, guys, dating in 2021 has turned into something else entirely, right? We've got the guys in the top 10% getting all the girls. We've got the guys in the bottom 90% not seeing any play at all. And the real insidious part of it, the funny part about it, is that these girls out here are complaining that they can't get the top guy's attention. Oh, why did he say he liked me? And then before I knew it, he didn't call me again, and I've been ghosted. Meanwhile, they've got hundreds of other guys that would be interested in seeing them. It's very funny, right, to watch this unfold, because nobody's happy at the end of the day, right? Dating just absolutely sucks. And before I do the intro, guys, we're going to jump into another TikTok as well, going over essentially the same thing, but from a guy's perspective. So let's have a look at that real quick.
Be honest with me, what is the real reason why you're single right now?
Simple. It's because people don't respect your time. I literally just drove an hour away from my house to come see a girl that I've been talking to for a good 2 weeks. We've FaceTimed, called, texted a bunch. We connect really well. And I drive out here to come see her after yesterday. She bailed on me yesterday because of work. And I come out tonight anyways. And yeah, nothing. Doesn't say anything. I drove an hour for nothing.
And this is why I say, guys, is all the talking at the start, all the conversations you have over text, keep it to a minimum. It doesn't mean anything. These girls will literally flake on you 2 minutes before the date begins and apologize profusely because their mum forgot her handbag at the store or something. Like just some BS excuse. Okay, so you as a guy, you have to protect your time and your energy. All right, these girls out here getting used by the top 10% of men and chucked to the side of the road for the next guy. No sympathy, right? Because the average guy is out here, and hey, he'd happily go on a date, right? But the girls have no interest. They'll curve him, and then cry about when Chad doesn't want to see them. But anyway, guys, that's long enough for an intro. What is going on, guys? It is Taylor the Fiend back again with another response video, and on today's show we're going to be going over these couple of TikToks here, as well as jumping into some interesting articles on finding the one. In 2021, finding the one has turned into a bit of a joke. Gone are the days of you would find your partner, you would settle down, you'd get married, you'd have your kids, and go about your way. That's not what the dating scene looks like at the moment. The dating scene at the moment is a total and utter mess. All right, we're getting to the point where polyamory is becoming normal. Like you got these girls out here literally seeing 3+ guys a week, and we're expected to pay for their dates. Yeah, no, thank you. But anyway, guys, if you're new here, you're liking the videos, make sure you subscribe on your way in. Come and join the Discord link in the description if you haven't already. And as always, guys, if you'd like to support the channel, the Patreon link below the video somewhere is a great way to do that. I think it's in the description. So if you're interested in becoming a supporter, head on over there. It's a great way to help out the channel. But guys, let's dissect this TikTok once more, and then we'll get into today's articles.
Be honest with me, what is the real reason why you're single right now?
Simple. It's because people don't respect your time. I literally just drove an hour away from my house to come see a girl that I've been talking to for a good 2 weeks. We've FaceTimed, called, texted a bunch.
Yeah, and you see the problem with this is that you as a guy, you can't afford to be giving away your attention for free like this. You want to call, you want to do texts, you want to FaceTime every day. Don't expect her to show up, man, because, excuse me, while you're doing this, make no mistake, she's probably already seeing a guy before you. Like she's probably already seeing a guy that day, or the days beforehand, already hanging out with Chad. So what you're providing is you're just providing a bit of fun, a bit of talk in between, a bit of free validation, a bit of free attention, and she might not necessarily even see you like that. Okay, so you got to keep your investment low with these people because nothing matters until something actually happens. All right, if you let them, girls will use you for your time and attention. I'm telling you, man. I'm not saying that to be cynical. I'm not saying that to be rude to the girls who do it. I'm saying it's just incredibly common, so you're going to want to be aware of it. Because if you allow this stuff to happen, I mean, best believe it'll happen a lot to you. I mean, and it sucks for this guy, right? Like, he wasted his time. He thought the girl was into him. Clearly not. She didn't care at all. The man drove an hour. Okay, and this is exactly why I say keep your investments low. I get guys over on this channel, girls, who get mad at me and say, "Oh, Taylor, you should put in your all. How come you won't? How come if a girl hasn't had bedroom fun with you on the second date or whatever the case may be, how come you just dip?" This is exactly why I dip. Okay, if the girl was interested, she would be there. If the girl was interested, it would happen. All right, this guy, the girl that he's talking about, I guarantee you, man, she's not. She's been on dates recently. Okay, so yeah, I'm not going to be out here doing this for a girl who's for the streets, essentially.
We connect really well, and I drive out here to come see her after yesterday. She bailed on me yesterday because of work, and I come out tonight anyways.
Yeah, see, no, one flake is enough. Okay, she doesn't want to shop, you're gone. She doesn't want to. She doesn't. If she doesn't want to meet up, guys, just withdraw your attention. We're not out here having these 2 hour long conversations on FaceTime and getting to know one another and connecting really well. No, I'm sorry. No connection is happening until you actually show me that I'm more than some free attention to you. You see that? Guys are just not aware that their attention is valuable, and the girls will just eat it up and then run away with it. Like we're just not aware as men about this. And a lot of that is because one, society will lie to men and tell them, hey, that your attention means nothing. And two, like a lot of guys just want to be nice and give these things to girls. Like we want to help people solve problems. We want to help them out with their life and stuff like that. So a lot of guys will just end up being used. The default is you can't just be giving out this crap for free. This girl, after flaking, she was not deserving of you driving anywhere. If she wants to see you, she better make it up to you, get over to your house. She can drive the hour. Alright?
And yeah, nothing. Doesn't say anything. I drove an hour for nothing.
Be honest with me.
Yeah, and that's the situation you're going to end up a lot in if you listen to society. All right. Now, a lot of guys will say, "Taylor, you're being absolutely cynical." I mean, just go out and do it yourself, man. You wanna play that game with girls? You wanna go out, give your attention for free, try and finagle dates out of them? Good luck to you. Okay. It either happens or you're gone. Okay. But anyway, we're going to move on to today's particular articles here. So I'm just going to pull them up in the background real quick, and they're really interesting because men and women have a very different. I mean, the title of this, all right. This is what happens when the right one comes along. Now, if you've been on this this side of the internet for any extended period of time, guys, you know the right one. That's a myth. Okay, we're not out here looking for the girl who's this whole unicorn thing, man. I'm not really a believer in it. Okay, and the reason I'm not is just because I have yet to see a unicorn. Now, maybe this is just a Western country type thing. A lot of guys are currently moving to Eastern countries and stuff like that to avoid the level of bullcrappery going on with relationships at the moment, and I can't blame them. Like a lot of guys are looking at this, they're walking away, or they're going to different countries, they're traveling, because as it stands, Western countries, if you're looking for a relationship, if you're looking for a partner, it's going to be a very difficult time for you. Okay, and that comes down to a whole bunch of different factors. The womanist movement, the video before this one, gentlemen, there was a TikTok of a lady who went on 3 dates in a week. That's not even a high amount for these girls. So you think you're going to come along and be Mr. Boyfriend's husband? It doesn't matter if you're husband material, man. Like these girls, you can't save them. They don't want to be saved. I don't know what the song is for that, but like it's just. It's looking pretty doomed at the moment, guys. And maybe I'll make some more points to make it not so doomy and gloomy at another point. But for relationships, guys, it's about self-preservation at the moment, unfortunately. Let's continue. The right one will make you feel loved in every way. When the right one comes along, you won't feel the need to carry the relationship and do all the work by yourself. You won't have to put in too much effort into keeping your person. You won't feel the need to say yes all the time if you actually mean no. You won't have to agree to everything. The right one will sometimes disagree with you, but will always meet you halfway. The right one will make compromises, and so will you. When the right one comes along, you won't be spending your energy worrying about them when they're not around. You will feel secure that they're not doing anything cheeky behind your back. You won't have to overthink things and worry about whether you're doing something that would make them run away and lose interest in you. The right one will give you the feeling of having a safe space where you can voice anything without being judged and left for it. Yeah, hey, maybe she wants to voice the amount of guys she's been with in her past, but hey, you're a non-judgmental real man, so you're going to stick by her side and carry her through it. No. Absolutely not. No, no, no. It's not happening. Like, so what happens is these articles follow a general theme, okay? And the theme is, right, let's look at this. They were with Chad, okay? They went through all of these quote unquote terrible experiences, but now they're ready for a real man who will let her do what she wants. You guys see how if you're the guy that comes along second, you see how unfair that is for you? You see how unjust that is for you? Okay, for this guy, all right, let's look at this guy, okay? This guy up here, the Chad, didn't have to do any work. She did all of the work. She said yes all of the time. She agreed to everything. Right? That's what guy number one got. Right? And you know what you got? Well, you've got to make her feel loved in every way. Okay? You've got to compromise and do the things that she wants to do. I mean, it's just you have to come and meet her. Okay, she wants to have all these boundaries for you. And here's the really insidious part of it, okay, gentlemen, is not only will you'll have to do these things, okay, because you know she's got her boundaries now or whatever the frick she wants to. She's done her healing or however she wants to word it, okay. You're going to have to do all of these things. But here's the really funny part. If this guy comes back along and she gets an opportunity, a crack at a relationship with him, you get left in the dirt again. So not only are you required to do all of this crap, if the guy comes back, she's gone again. And now you may say, Taylor, oh, that's not necessarily true. That's really cynical. I would encourage you to look into monkey branching, gentlemen. Okay, when people look into if a girl is in a situation like this, she'll do some weighing up. She'll say, okay, well, what's the likelihood that I can get a relationship out of Chad now? And how committed am I to this guy, and can I replace him? You see, we look at relationships. Society wants men to look at relationships like it's all about love. Men are the logical, rude ones about relationships, right? Men are the pigs in relationships. Okay, we're just dirty, terrible men, and we make decisions because we only think with a different mind that we happen to have. Okay, that's what society wants you to believe. But relationships, when girls are in them, guys, make no mistake, they're doing the logical calculations as well. They're thinking, can I replace him? Do I still have time to chase the Chad? Do I have a good chance to get the Chad? If so, I'm going to go back to him. I'm going to ditch this guy and I'm going to replace him for another. And it was worth a shot getting the Chad. And we just want to pretend, society would like to pretend that thing that I just outlined to you, that thought process, doesn't exist. And that thought process ends up screwing over a lot of men. And I mean in serious ways. I'm talking about splitting up families. I'm talking about losing all your money, all your assets and stuff. And people come and say, "Oh yeah, Taylor. Well, if people were responsible, they just get a prenup." You understand that prenups can be voided, right? Like anything that's signed under duress or anything that shifts as time goes on, maybe you earn significantly more money, or whatever. There are multiple ways to void prenups that are not very difficult. Okay, so. Guys, I don't like to be cynical about relationships, but you got to look at them for what they are. Okay? And a lot of the times, if you want to play into these blindly, they're not going to benefit you as a man. That's just the way it is. Let's continue. When the right one comes along, you won't feel suffocated. You have the trust needed in a relationship to make it work. You can do the things you want as an individual. You can work on your project or business. You can focus on doing you without feeling guilty about it, because the right one is going to be very supportive of you and you will of them. The right one will encourage a space to grow, and so will you. When the right one comes along, you'll feel inspired and challenges will seem easy simply because they push you to become a better person than you already are. They wish the best for you and you to them. You help each other in every aspect of life. You go through things together and grow together in a mature relationship where you both challenge each other, to do well in life. You won't have to walk alone. The right one will be there through your ups and downs, failures and successes, pain and happiness. Now, this all sounds incredibly beautiful, okay? But again, you want a girl to lead in a relationship. I mean, the relationships are not going to go very well. Okay, girls want it. I don't care what they say. Okay, their actions are different to what they say. And what their actions are is they'd like a man who leads. They'd like a man who takes charge, who takes care of the everything. Okay, they want to go with more life experience. That is why, if you look at dating statistics, gentlemen, women prefer men who are on average, like I think something like 4 years older than them, 3 to 4 years older than them, or something like that. Right. When we talk about the wall, there's a graph you can look up for the wall, and basically it's the age preferences by gender. Okay, and men are something like men just on average on every single age prefer something like 22-year-olds or 21 or something like that, and that's the wall, right? Because when you look at the graph, it's just a straight line down like this. Okay, but women prefer men who are on average 3 to 4 years older, and what that suggests is they just want a guy who has more experience, who's more aware of what's going on, who will lead situations. So all of these things about, oh yeah, she wants to feel supported. If you want to switch that and you want to go into a supportive role, those relationships are not going to work out very well for you. You're going to get a lot of masculine behavior. You're going to be treated like crap. You're going to be treated as though you're some like little annoying pet. Okay, and she's just going to come to you for tasks and guys, no, 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 no. Okay, absolutely not. Anyway. And I was, what does this say? Oh, okay. I thought that said empowering the author, but the next sentence, of course, empowering women, inspiring people. Goodness gracious me! All right, let me pull up today's next article, gentlemen. That was a bit of a rough one. My goodness. Uh, let's see what we got here. Life. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! You see, this is something that, as a guy, we just can't afford to believe in. You want to believe in the forever person, the one, the unicorn, the girl who's going to always be there for you. Gentlemen, human beings are not, they're not, we're not creatures where relationships last, we're not like emperor penguins where the relationships last the entirety of a life. Okay? We can't go out there, and it's very rare that human beings will form relationships, particularly romantic ones, that'll just last an entire lifetime. Okay, we're serial monogamists. We have one long relationship after another. This whole find the unicorn, find your other half. It's a myth, man. Okay, it's honestly, it's about working on yourself and continuing to do what you'd like to do. People are going to come and go. People are going to disrespect your time, and you can't allow those people to stay. But let's get on with this article. All right. Blah, blah, blah. My freshman year of high school, my English teacher instructed my class to write a paper. The prompt was, how do you imagine your life in 5 years? I wrote, college in a big city, a journalism internship, and a lofty Brooklyn apartment. Life changes. If I was given the same assignment now, I would turn in an empty paper. This past year, I have learned a lot. Though my dreams will never change, the course of action in which I achieve these long-term goals will. It has. I have learned that planning the future takes away from the present. I have learned that friends come and go. However, it is the people who stay with you through the hardest times who matter the most. I have learned that the most beautiful type of love is unexpected. I never planned on falling in love. I never planned on finding my forever person at a young age. I never planned on giving one person the power to harm me in the worst ways imaginable. My letter described a small, overpriced apartment made for one. I wasn't looking for you, but I found you, and for that I am forever grateful. Thank you for teaching me that love is not perfect, teaching me that love is worth all the risk, all the sacrifices, and all the pain. Just keep that in mind, guys. Thank you for making me feel safe. You are my guidepost on the gloomiest of days, a warm ray of sunshine directing me towards a safe haven. Thank you for showing me acceptance. Thank you for inspiring me to become a better person. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of your world. I want to forever with you. I want to spend every day for the rest of my life with you. I want to fall asleep in your arms at dusk. I want to wake up beside you at dawn. However, you are more than a want, you are a need. I can live without you, but to do so is unimaginable. I can be happy with you, but to do that is unimaginable. Although my assignment never touched base on a forever life with a soulmate, I'm glad it didn't. I believe that unplanned love is lustrous. I believe that unplanned life is exciting and radiant. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being me effortlessly and unconditionally. Thank you for unexpectedly entering my life. I love you. I fall in love with you every day. The butterflies never fade away. What an absolute incoherent word vomit of a post. But you know, it sounds like it's a nice thing, gentlemen. It sounds like it's lovely. But there are some common tropes that we're just going to have a look at, because these are things that you will hear on dates. These are things that you will hear from people that are some red flags. Okay. Biggest flag number one right here, the sentence in italics. All love is worth all the risk, all the sacrifices, and all the pain. Guys, men don't want love that is a battle that is about pain. We'd like some smooth sailing. We'd like some peace, some calm and quiet. We're not out here looking for chaos and all that kind of thing. Girls out here will be very much attracted to chaos, and they'll go through all the chaos. They'll go through all the chads. They'll have their terrible relationships, and then they'll come along and they'll go, "Oh, but you're my guidepost on the gloomiest of days." Right? But after they've been all through the terrible relationships with Chad. And here's the thing, right? Thank you for showing me acceptance. Translation, I don't look like I used to, but thank you so much for accepting me. Like, these Chads, they wouldn't commit to me because they can get prettier girls, but thank you for having some lower standards. You know, articles like this, you can certainly read them, and if you wanted to, you could brush it off as something beautiful and sure, right? But when I read these, man, all I see is like 50 red flags in one. Okay, you got to be careful of girls like this. Just sounds like psychotic rambling to me. If I'm, you know, you're just in need, they can't live without you. Then they got all the red flags for being with Chads, man. It's just a no-go at the end of the day. But guys, we're going to leave today's video there. A bit of an all-over-the-place one, as it usually is. If you enjoyed, make sure you subscribe on your way out. Come and join the Discord link in the description if you haven't already, guys. And as always, if you'd like to support the channel, make sure you check out the Patreon link somewhere below this video. So if you're looking to become a supporter of the channel, that's a great way to do it. But we're going to leave it there, gentlemen. As always, take care of yourselves, and I will see you boys in the next one. Peace.